The year 1066 marks one of the pivotal moments in English history, the Battle of Hastings. This battle, fought between the forces of William the Conqueror and King Harold II of England, reshaped the course of England's future. To understand the significance of this event, we must delve into the context of the time and the key figures involved. Events leading to the battle. Succession crisis. The death of King Edward the Confessor in January 1066 plunged England into a succession crisis. Edward's passing left a power vacuum, with multiple claimants vying for the throne. Harold's claim. Harold Godwinson, an influential English noble, claimed that Edward had named him as his successor on his deathbed. However, Harold faced challenges to his claim, most notably from William, Duke of Normandy. William's invasion plans. Upon learning of Harold's accession to the throne, William began preparations for an invasion of England. He claimed that Edward had promised him the crown years earlier, and he was determined to assert his right. The Battle of Hastings. Location and timing. The Battle of Hastings took place on October 14, 1066, near the town of Hastings in Sussex, England. It was a decisive confrontation between the Norman French army led by William and the English army under Harold's command. Troop compositions. William's army consisted of Norman knights, infantry, and archers, while Harold's forces primarily comprised English fieldmen, huscarls, and peasant levies. Both armies were well trained and battle-hardened. Tactics employed. During the battle, William employed innovative tactics, including the use of archers, cavalry charges, and feigned retreats. Harold's forces, though valiant, struggled to counter the Norman onslaught. William's victory. Key turning points. The tide of the battle turned in William's favor after a series of intense clashes. The death of Harold, struck down by a Norman arrow according to popular accounts, dealt a severe blow to English morale. Harold's demise. With Harold's death, the English army lost its leader and momentum. Despite their resilience, they were eventually overwhelmed by the disciplined Norman troops, leading to William's decisive victory. Aftermath. Consolidation of power. Following his victory at Hastings, William embarked on a campaign to assert his authority over England. He faced pockets of resistance, but his ruthless suppression of rebellion solidified his grip on the kingdom. Societal changes. William's conquest brought about significant changes in English society and governance. The Norman feudal system was imposed, with William redistributing land among his loyal followers. This laid the groundwork for centuries of Norman influence in England. Legacy. Long-term effects. The Battle of Hastings had far-reaching consequences for England and beyond. It marked the beginning of the Norman conquest of England and the end of Anglo-Saxon rule. The Norman influence reshaped English culture, language, and institutions. William's influence. William the Conqueror's legacy endured long after his death. He established himself as one of England's most influential monarchs, laying the foundations for the medieval English monarchy and leaving an indelible mark on history. Conclusion. Recap and significance. The Battle of Hastings stands as a watershed moment in English history, symbolizing the transition from the Anglo-Saxon era to the Norman era. William's victory reshaped England's destiny and left an enduring legacy that continues to shape the nation's identity. FAQ. What was the significance of the Battle of Hastings? The Battle of Hastings marked the Norman conquest of England and the end of Anglo-Saxon rule. It had profound consequences for English society, culture, and governance. How did Harold die during the Battle of Hastings? According to popular accounts, Harold was struck in the eye by a Norman arrow, leading to his death on the battlefield. What were the long-term effects of William's victory? William's victory at Hastings led to the imposition of Norman rule in England, resulting in significant societal and political changes, including the establishment of feudalism. How did William consolidate his power after the battle? William suppressed rebellions and asserted his authority through a combination of military force and political maneuvering, redistributing land to his supporters and establishing Norman control over England. What was William the Conqueror's legacy? William left a lasting legacy as one of England's most influential monarchs, shaping the course of English history and laying the foundations for the medieval English monarchy.